Gifts from Democeles. The kids had a normal life for a while, several years. They slept together in the same cradle and played all day long. They lived like siblings, acted like siblings, and needed no other kids as company. When tired, they fed with fresh beef blood, and the mood for playfulness always returned in a heartbeat. After a few years, they started fights out of the blue, parted their toys, and searched other children's company. Nikolai's daughter gathered all the girls around her, and Kier's son did the same with the boys. There was no way of reconciliation between them. Friendship was just an idle idea. Democeles, realizing the evil not possible to undo, watched everything desperately and foresaw the disaster he had created by sending Nikolai that day to the woman not aware of what it means to want everything. He was looking in vain for a magic potion to destroy the curse. His deeds were not possible to be reversed. Shortly, the hate between the two children grew so big that no one and nothing could intervene in their favor. Chaos and Nikolai were very proud of their children and, once in a while, sent help, so each of them had a small army of creatures from the underworld. Around them, the ghouls left only fire and blood. Both children, reaching the adolescence, were aiming to rule the entire world, but both were predicted as unique ruler. Their fights for supremacy were never ceasing, spreading around only disasters. The fights were not always in the daylight, sometimes took place by night when the cemeteries were alive. By night, the peasants were visited by livid creatures sucking their blood. The people were not aware of these visits, but in the morning, after waking up, they couldn't go out in the sun, where the light was burning their skin, and the tiredness was so big that they couldn't hit the deck until sunset. The entire Transylvanian land was a mesh of dread and sadness. Plots were never ending, and day by day, more people looked like living dead. Sick of seeing so much sadness and violence, Democeles managed to create a potion to be poured in 2 goblets. Both contained the same substance, but, to make them different, Democeles added seawater in one goblet and fire in the other one. He put them aside and began waiting. As prophesied, one evening the boy appeared at Democeles.
Democeles, prepare something for me to become the ruler of the world.
Unwilling to interfere in the mysteries of the universe more than already had done it, Democeles asked the boy to wait and reappeared carrying the 2 goblets.
Choose one and you'll rule the world.
Why only one? I want them both.
This is not permitted.
Of course it is,
said the boy after drinking his potion.
Give me the rest of it, or I'll ask for a cruel punishment for you.
Democeles kneeled in front of the boy.
Master, from now on, all the land from this world is yours. All the seen and unseen creatures from this world belong to you. Starting today, you will be called Glad, and your company will be a great eagle following you everywhere.
Suddenly, a huge eagle entered the window and landed on Glad's hand.
Is this all? This is all I get?
Yapped as hell the young man.
No, Lord Glad. We have the power to turn to stone any running creature.
I want more,
continued to shout the young man.
You can ride dragons during fight.
Dragons? Democeles, my stables are full of the most fantastic horses, but a dragon batters them all. What else do you have for me?
You can control the earthquakes. This is all.
I like it. But if you want to be left alive, give me something more, something lordly, respecting my grandeur.
31 legions from hell. This is all I can add. At your signal, ghouls, vampires, some of the most terrible seen and unseen creatures from hell will obey your commands. You are a master to them, and the only one they cannot touch.
Which is my weakness?
The waters and the light. Because the waters are mastered by another, and the light will blind you and burn your skin.
It would be very easy to conquer the waters, and the light, I never even liked it.
Glad, satisfied with his gifts, left Democeles. As expected, Soon after his leaving, the battleful girl appeared in front of the door.
Demosthenes, if you don't make me the ruler of the world, you'll never get to see the sunrise again.
Wait.
Said Demosthenes, just like he said to Glad. He left the room and returned with the second goblet. The girl drank without wasting any drop of the liquor. Demosthenes kneeled.
Mistress,
Am I the ruler of the world?
you're the lady of the waters and everything related to them. You're the lady of the waters above and below, and the sky above them belongs to you. From now on, you will be called Ilana, the lady of the waters. You will be allowed to step on the ground only by night.
This is all?
All the islands are yours.
I want more. Give me more or you'll forget the sound of your breath.
When it rains, you may send your demons into the world. Your father owns 60 legions in hell. Glad is your connection with the land.
I want to rule over the land. Who is my opponent?
Your brother since childhood, Lord Glad, because you were both destined to rule the world. The only solution is to part the waters and the land.
What else do I own? How may I build my army?
You will surface by night and appeal all mortals seeing you. They will be your slave forever in the underwater. You may send the hell under the waters to fight when the land is wet. More than this, you will get Pontianak. She'll be your power on the land. She's very beautiful and will attract many mortals, but when they'll get close to her, Pontianak will turn into an ugly old lady with sharpened teeth, feeding herself with the blood of the mortals. She is called the ghost bearing a child in her womb. And this is why you get her, because you lost your mom at your birth. It is time to leave now. The spell is working already. Run to the first river and immerse. Once in the water, you'll know your way around.
What do I have to fear?
The land and the light.
Ilana already felt her skin burned. She would have liked to punish Demosthenes for not giving her the entire world, but there was no more time, so she flew away.